For anyone questioning the Caitlyn Clark effect, we now have people wanting to watch golf because of her. We saw the kind of offer that Ice Cube made to Caitlyn to play in the Big Three. That is $5 million to play 3 months.
Everyone thinks they know the Caitlyn Clark story. Rookie sensation, breaking records, bringing fans to the WNBA. But what actually happened is so much stranger than the headlines suggest. It starts with a shocking $10 million earned off the court, a salary that makes her a publicity goldmine, and a subtle power play that's leaving the WNBA scratching its head.
Higher than the NBA. So I was like, oh, what's she going to get paid? Because finally, you know, you can get a real paycheck. And then I saw it and I was like, this can't be right. Because this is what it is. In the first year, Caitlyn Clark will earn $76,535.
Caitlyn Clark just proved that you don't need to be on the court 24/7 to rake in millions. While others are sweating through their 9-to-5s, this rookie is cashing 6-figure checks just to show up and chat. Brands are flying her across the country, forking over more than the cost of a house for her to grace their stages. All while the WNBA itself seems to be tossing her peanuts in comparison. She's amassed a staggering $10 million by transforming her off-court presence into a financial empire. And yes, it's thrilling to see the player everyone felt sorry for now have more zeros in her bank account than some seasoned NBA veterans. But hold on, there's a lot more to this story.
And I'm so happy for her to get the $28 million.
Not only is Caitlyn Clark making money hand over fist, but she's also fundamentally changing the rules of sports marketing. While the WNBA struggles with visibility, platform, and influence, she's effortlessly captured it all, using it to silence her detractors and rivals. Hold on tight, because Caitlyn Clark just changed the game, and frankly, not everyone is happy about it. From a pure marketing standpoint, Caitlyn Clark is more valuable than almost any professional basketball player in the world. Her genius lies not just in her game, but in her ability to shift the entire narrative. She views the WNBA not as the ultimate destination, but as a strategic launching pad for unparalleled visibility. Millions follow her every move, and the attention she commands is worth infinitely more than a game day paycheck.
Caitlyn Clark's last WNBA playoff game had over 2.6 million viewers, and now we are seeing the ratings dip under 1 million viewers.
But here's where it gets really crazy. While some athletes focus on racking up points, Caitlyn is building a brand that generates income from every single interaction. She's charging $100,000 for a half-hour virtual appearance, and easily double or triple that for in-person events. She's pocketed at least $600,000 this year, just for showing up and talking. That's not work, that's printing money, and brands are lining up because she's magnetic, authentic, and a walking inspiration. People don't just listen to her, they believe her. On top of that, her endorsement deals are on par with industry titans like Nike, Wilson, and State Farm. Nike reportedly signed her for millions without even needing a pitch. Caitlyn Clark doesn't need to convince anyone of her worth, her name alone does the heavy lifting. State Farm likely blew their entire advertising budget just to feature her in one of their quirky commercials. Wilson, the iconic basketball brand, essentially handed her a blank check, and each deal cements her status not just as a player, but as a global phenomenon. What happens next defies all logic. She even had the audacity to decline offers from a brand new women's basketball league, one that dangled a $1 million salary and equity in front of her. Most people would have signed on the dotted line immediately, but not Caitlyn. She's playing chess, not checkers. While a quick payday might be tempting, the WNBA offers her something far more valuable: respectability and a platform. Her choice to stay is a brilliant, calculated gamble that's already paying dividends. And let's not forget her social media presence. It's a beast in its own right. Millions follow her every move, and every post is an opportunity to monetize. She's more adept at sponsored content and affiliate marketing than most seasoned influencers. Caitlyn Clark's brilliance shines through in how she leverages her massive following to generate income from each like, comment, and share.
Smith has said that the league is going to lose about $50 million. Is there a scenario that you will try to raise more money right now?
Probably not. We probably don't need to raise capital like we did back when I came in 2020.
This is the part that will blow your mind. Caitlyn Clark is just getting started, and she hasn't even begun to tap into her full potential. Yet she's already redefining what it means to be a modern athlete. Her story transcends basketball. It's about vision, strategy, and an unwavering drive to succeed. She's focused on the bigger picture in a way that few others are. In the realms of marketing and branding, as well as on the court, Caitlyn Clark has rapidly become a name synonymous with excellence. At a mere 22 years old, she's more than just an athlete. She's a walking, talking, dunking money machine. Companies are willing to pay astronomical sums for her time, And 30 minutes of Caitlyn Clark means 6 figures, because she has mastered monetizing her fame in ways that most veteran pros can only dream of. It's not just about what she says, it's about the ripple effect her presence creates. The buzz in the room, the social media explosions, and the news outlets picking up the story the next day. No matter how large their marketing teams, brands simply cannot replicate that kind of organic influence.
We look at player salaries. People wonder, why are NBA player salaries 100 times higher than WNBA salaries? Because the TV money was 100 times higher in the NBA than it was in...
Everything you think you know is about to change. Clark isn't finished yet. She's signing contracts that would make even established legends envious. One of her most significant moves was collaborating with Wilson to create a signature basketball collection, a feat only previously accomplished by one other player, Michael Jordan. Let that sink in. Clark is shattering stereotypes by becoming the first female basketball player to secure such a deal, proving her brand is a formidable force, not just a fleeting trend. She's also partnered with State Farm, earning millions for a deal that features her in advertisements with their iconic jingle, Like a Good Neighbor. This contract alone solidifies Caitlyn Clark's status as a marketing powerhouse. It turns out State Farm isn't just dabbling, they're fully committed to the phenomenon.
Magic moment, if you recall, from 1979 when those two rookies came in from a big college rivalry, one white, one black. And so we have that moment with these two. But the one thing I know about sports, you need rivalry. That's what makes people watch. They want to watch games of consequence.
However, her 8-year Nike contract, reportedly worth $28 million, is truly astounding for a rookie. But here's the catch, and it's a big one. The deal, while massive on the surface, might not be as impressive as it seems, because it conspicuously lacks a signature shoe. The primary revenue stream for athletes of her caliber comes from signature shoes, like those of Michael Jordan or Stephen Curry, whose brands are multi-billion-dollar empires built on sneaker sales alone. Even though Clark's agreement appears enormous, it might pale in comparison to what she's leaving on the table without her own iconic footwear. Every fan who admires her, every child who looks up to her, would undoubtedly buy a pair. Yet Nike hasn't capitalized on this, which is baffling. No merchandise, no dedicated advertisements, no commercials, and crucially, no signature shoes. It's as if they're sitting on a gold mine but refusing to dig. Imagine the frenzy if Clark stepped onto the court during the WNBA playoffs wearing her own brand new signature trainers.
Like, whatever really happens with Caitlyn Clark, I would say her big thing is to be ready for the WNBA season. And people are like, why? She's only making $70,000 in the WNBA. What is the point of her worrying about that league rather than trying to push for other leagues and other ways of making more money? Because the WNBA is what's getting the most eye.
Every basketball fan, young and old, would clamor for a piece of Caitlyn Clark's magic. And making those shoes available for purchase immediately after the game would create an unprecedented sales surge. But Nike appears to be dragging its feet, making Clark's deal, while impressive, seem to be missing that crucial X factor. Experts agree that her marketability exceeds that of many seasoned pros because her popularity isn't just national, it's global. Every game she plays attracts millions of viewers, the kind of attention brands typically spend billions of dollars to achieve. The sobering truth is that Nike risks losing momentum the longer they delay. Every day without a signature shoe is a missed opportunity, especially with Clark's star power at its absolute zenith. The WNBA playoffs present the perfect window to launch her brand, but Nike stands to lose significant money and hype if they don't act swiftly. Clark's success isn't solely a product of her talent on the court. It's also because she has fundamentally rewritten the playbook for athlete branding.
It has also been reported that Unrivaled 3-on-3 League offered Caitlyn Clark significant equity in the league and a salary that is over $1 million. So this is the first time that we've heard of any money being thrown at her. We've heard that it would be a major deal. It would be a similar setup as to what mess.
She's already built a multi-million-dollar empire, and her potential is still largely untapped. With the right strategic moves, the game isn't just happening on the court for Caitlyn Clark. She's winning decisively in the business world, too. Nike may be slow to catch up, but the rest of the sports marketing industry is watching her every move, taking copious notes on how she's revolutionizing the game. For instance, by finally releasing that signature shoe, she could easily become a billion-dollar brand herself. There's no doubt that Clark's future endeavors will be game changers. Caitlyn Clark's approach serves as a profound lesson in playing the long game. She's not here for fleeting fame or quick wins. Instead, she's meticulously crafting something that will endure long after her playing days are over. And the best part, she's doing it all entirely on her own terms. Whether she's sinking jaw-dropping three-pointers on the court or orchestrating multi-million-dollar deals off it, one thing is abundantly clear. Caitlyn Clark is unstoppable.
Days for top talent.
So a lot of people are saying, oh, why is Caitlyn Clark she should play in Unrivaled. She's making $1 million. she should play in X, Y, and Z league. She should make some money doing that. Or, you know, Caitlyn Clark can do X.
No handouts. That phrase is going to define this entire era of WNBA labor relations. Because what Caitlyn Clark, Aja Wilson, and the other stars are really saying is, you don't get to use our names, our brands, our star power as weapons in a fight we didn't agree to. And that's a completely reasonable position. Think about it from their perspective. You spend years building your brand, grinding through college, becoming a household name. Then some players you barely know decide to start a rival league and expect you to risk your WNBA career, risk your relationship with the league you dreamed of playing in, just to give them leverage in negotiations that benefit their business interests. That's not solidarity. That's exploitation. And the top players just drew a line in the sand. The question now is, what happens next? Does the Players Association have any leverage left? Can they negotiate a decent CBA without the unrivaled threat? Or did they just lose their only card? What do you think happens when the owners realize they hold all the power? Drop your thoughts below because this CBA negotiation is about to get messy.